You have now tuned into The Greatest, another episode of the Blackout Podcast. This show, he get a host with the Mickey Mouse, Black Fire. And as y'all can see, I'm in a new area. Y'all see it? I'm in a new area. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. My special guests today are the super couple of Lewis Media. How y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Awesome.
Doing good.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And that's why I'm at today, y'all. I am at Lewis Media. Wonderful, wonderful studio right here in Hartwood, Georgia. So y'all come check them out when y'all get a chance. All right. So, Celicia Lewis, Daryl Lewis.
Yeah.
Awesomeness, man. So, how long y'all been together?
Ooh.
About 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
About 9 years. We've been married 7, so yeah, about 9 years.
Yeah, about 9 years.
Okay.
Nine short years. Seemed like it been short.
Yeah, it went by so fast.
Yeah.
9 years.
Yeah.
So, 9 years, that's almost a whole decade.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're right. Good God about it. Okay, so does it seem that long? I know you said it seemed kind of short.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess with kids and stuff, it time just really flies.
It does.
Because our oldest is 6 years old now, so it's just like, where has time gone?
Yeah. Okay. So, when did y'all meet? What did y'all get together in? How did y'all get together?
How deep do you want us to go?
Hey, man, look, Blackout Podcast.
How long do we got?
Hey, we got time today.
Okay.
Look, well, I'm just going to say, if y'all haven't, go check out our YouTube channel. We go all the way back how we first met, but we'll keep it short for the sake of time today.
So I'll let you go ahead and tell.
I'm going to tell the part that I didn't know.
If you say something wrong, then
He gonna correct me.
So you just want to stand and correct me.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But what I didn't know is that he had been liking me since MySpace. Right. I didn't know that until we started dating, that he been liking for me that long, and he been watching me. That's what he called it. I've been watching you since MySpace.
I don't think I've been watching you.
Okay, what you been
stalking?
doing? Right. What is it? What is it?
You remember I told you about the picture you had, all white, and I liked it. I just liked the picture, and I was like, she's nice looking. I can see myself kind of talking to her.
Sound like a stalker to me.
Now I didn't go on your page, and I didn't go on your page and just kept on looking. But I just remember that one picture that I really liked.
Okay.
So you can keep on going.
So where did the approach come in at? Since it was MySpace days.
Oh, years later.
See, I'm younger than her, so I'm like.
Like 3 years.
3 years.
Okay.
So when she was in the 12th grade, I was in the 9th grade.
That sound horrible to me.
Try to make you say,
Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible.
But yeah, the approach.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know CJ McIntosh.
I do. That's my cousin too. Shout out to CJ McIntosh.
That's my cousin, second cousin. So I messaged her on Facebook, and she didn't give me no play, right? And so I was like, man, God dog. I was in college too. So I was like, I called CJ. I was like, man, I want to.
Because CJ is like a big brother to me.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
So I was like, I want to talk to somebody, but I want them to be like a Christian that's really for real about Christ, because I just rededicate my life. And he was like, "Cuz, I usually don't do this. I got somebody for you."
Oh man.
So that's when, but I kind of knew that he was gonna do that.
Yeah.
But that's when she actually started talking to me. It was through him. So that's pretty much how. We're not gonna tell you the whole detail,
right.
But again, if you want to watch the whole detail or whatever, go to our YouTube channel. But that's pretty much how it happened. After that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
So Celicia, you ignored the man.
I did.
And he was trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
And he had to go through CJ.
He had to go through every process that every man that tried to date me go through. I play hard to get just to see if you because
gotta have some consistency.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was very consistent. The only one that he was so consistent that I had to.
Put that pressure on you.
He put that pressure.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all heard that? You heard that? Darryl put that pressure on Celicia. How you supposed to do it? That's right. All right. Okay. So Darryl, you are a videographer, right?
Yeah.
what inspired you to get behind the camera? How long have you been doing it?
Ooh. So I've been doing videos for like 9 years, 8 years. I actually started doing videography because of my wife.
Oh, boo thing.
Yeah. So I'm a musician at hand. Like, that's my first thing I love to do. And when we met, she was like, hey, can you help me do a video for a wedding? And I was like, sure. And after that, I fell in love with it. So that was pretty much it. And then I was like, man, we can start like a business.
Yeah.
And that was like the first priority for me. Like, how can we spend time together? How can we actually just do life together? And how can we work together? And I was like, I can see us
Having business.
having a business together.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Definitely. That's awesome. Okay, so Alicia, you're a photographer. Excellent work. Both of y'all do excellent work.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. I call photographers capturers of memories. So what inspired you to become a capturer of memories?
You know what? That's a good question. I don't think I ever like sat down and tried to figure that question out. But what I do know is I like art, and photography is considered art. You know, I always like to draw poetry. That's a type of art, and so photography was one that I didn't see a lot of Black people doing and being successful at it. And so it was either being a physical therapist or either photography. Photography was the easiest route, so I took.
Definitely.
So I actually took the easiest route, and I ended up falling in love with it.
I wouldn't say it's the easiest route.
School wise, like.
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah. Right. It took me 3.5 years to get my associate degree.
Right.
That's the thing. That's what I mean by easiest route. The time.
Yeah.
Okay. So know that you guys are not only married, you are also business partners. Which one of y'all came? Well, you said you came up with the pretty much thinking about it before y'all actually got together. Like, you wanted somebody that you can go into business with, spend some time with. How did y'all kind of like be like, okay, we're gonna do this thing together?
It was kind of like a goal of ours when we came together. So it was really big for us being able to spend time together. And we didn't have kids then, but to be able to raise our kids and be there for school events and all the things, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so it was always a goal to have our own business. And and that's the thing about what really I think connected us is when we got together and again we set goals. And I never done that with anybody else. You set goals and we were actually trying to achieve those goals. We didn't just put it in the air. We actually took steps forward to achieve those goals. And so that's where it all started.
And I didn't think about becoming my own, like having our own business until I met her. So like my mindset like shift. I was just
Come on, you found a real woman.
Yeah.
What's that again? Go.
When he found a real woman.
Yes, Andy. Yes, love it. Yes, Andy.
I didn't really think about it until I met her. And then, like, my mind wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't open to being like a full-time entrepreneur, business owner until I met her and until I really received Jesus Christ. And I went to her church and her pastor was talking about being a business owner, living in prosperity, not living paycheck to paycheck.
Yes, Lord. Amen.
Like, because sometimes as Christians, we think we have to live in like poverty. Just because of being humble, like what he talked about today. But when he said I can be rich, I was like, oh, I can be a rich man and be a Christian as well. Like,
Right.
So I was like, oh, that's right. My mind just started to open up, you know. So, you know, I give a lot of credit to, you know, God using her.
That's right. That's right. So you know, just they're gonna be off the paper a little bit here. Back to when you said you wasn't even really thinking about pursuing any type of business until you met Celicia. Is it fair to say? Fair to say, when a man finds a wife,
don't have me.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
That's good right there.
That's right.
That's right.
That's
no,
awesome.
you're right.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, look, we might be a little outstripped.
That's all right.
You know what I mean? But he found that rib, that completion.
Yeah.
He wasn't complete that's for any man.
Yes.
Until you find that rib that fits perfectly, you won't feel complete. You know what I mean? And so just go watch how we met, and it was God. The way we got together and how everything has played out up till today is only been God.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I love that. I love that to death, man. I love to see black folk love, man. This black folk, I love it. Yeah. Okay. So, like in the beginning stages of y'all, y'all done got together. Y'all decided, okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pursue a business thing together. Like how was it in the beginning, like as far as being difficult, as far as both you being an individual, he's being an individual, y'all putting y'all ideas and having to compromise with each other on different things. How easy or hard was that to do when y'all was coming together in y'all business?
So I think it was kind of hard because we are two individual people, right? And I'm a type of person that like to work and do a lot. I just go. So I mentioned that I was a musician, and before we became like business partner, while being married, like I was playing the drums. I would go to church every day and just practice, and she would get frustrated because I wouldn't spend time with her. She would be frustrated because like my mind was somewhere else rather than actually spending quality time with her, right? So that little season in my life, I had to learn how to balance, and I'm still learning, but it's definitely getting better. What you say?
Yeah, definitely.
So like learning how to balance, how to be, being married and also being business owner, like that can be like a hard thing.
Yeah,
and that's why a lot of people really don't do business together while they're married because it's difficult. You can't really know. You don't know how to separate.
Yeah.
But it can be difficult, but I think it's a great learning curve because what we're learning as business partners also goes over into marriage. Learning how to balance, learning how to take that hat off. When we're at home, we're at home. When we're at work, we're at work. When we're being a mom and dad, we're being mom and dad. And learning how to wear those different hats at the appropriate time. So, I mean, I think it's a great thing that we decided to do this because it was our goal to be able to spend time. And now we're literally together 24/7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in the beginning, it was kind of hard because it's just like I'm my own person, DJ's his own person, but we have learned to just literally grow together, like literally.
Yeah. And I want to tap on being individuals and being in a marriage and relationship. Because I feel like these days, and I could be wrong, a lot of people feel like, well, especially females, if I get with this man, I got to take on what he taking on. They forget to be themselves.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
Is that an important thing to have your own individual life as well as your relationship too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all the scenario, right?
Okay.
Y'all let I'm gonna say it in the beginning.
Okay.
Y'all let a client's establishment or whatnot, and y'all had the mindset of the night before you agreed you were gonna do it this way. But then maybe one of y'all forgot something. And y'all got to the client, and then a miscommunication happened.
Yeah.
How did have y'all ever been through that?
Yeah.
How did y'all deal with it?
I'm just gonna say for me, I'm more of stick to the script. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. But DJ is so like when it comes to business, I'm sure like all the people that know DJ well, his mind is so big when it comes to the business. So if we get there and he come up with this idea, that idea, trust and believe, we're gonna do those ideas. He's gonna weigh off, like let's do it this way, let's do it that way, and I'm just like, oh man, God, But that's just how his mind flows,
Right.
And I'll end up going with it. And it's not that he was wrong, It's just that I didn't want to change, but the change wasn't good or bad. It was just,
Yeah.
And a lot of time I trust his judgment on those things because it's just how his mind works when it comes to the business.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, what about you, Daryl? Did you have a situation where maybe Celicia, you got there, maybe Celicia was like, oh wait, she done changed the whole thing. What is going on now?
There have been situations. The only time I can remember is like when we leave something at the house, or something goes wrong, the battery is dead, then we have to change the whole thing. I think for me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, so like for me, I feel like I'm always like the person that will, if something goes wrong, I'll try to find a way to make a solution to get it, to fix it. Even if I have to go and get it and you stay here.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
I don't know, somebody have to compromise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Somebody have to sacrifice.
Definitely.
And I feel like most of the time I'll be the one that sacrifices.
Yeah.
Especially last night, like
I agree.
I had to go in the kitchen. Like she wanted to stay in the bed. I was like,
Right. And-
Not the shuffling of the feet.
Yes,
like,
yes.
I want to lay down too.
Right.
Whoa, hold on. Because especially when it comes to business, I sacrifice a lot as a mom.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it's time for business and sacrifices, it's all you.
Mm-hmm.
You finna be the dummy. You finna run around and do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's where we got a good understanding of, like, DJ is more, he handled the business more, and I handled the children's things more. Not that he don't have his hand in it,
Right.
not that I don't have my hand in it.
Right.
That's where my mind is at most other times. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely.
So,
And most of the times, I have my weakness, she have her weakness, but I have my strength, she have her strength.
Right.
So if you, now that I'm realizing, like once you realize that each person have their own role, like take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna try to do her role. She's not gonna try to do mine. Like if I'm really good at something, let me do it.
That's right.
And you know, and you just relax.
That's right.
You know, type
That's right.
of thing.
That's
You know,
right.
so yeah.
Yeah. Awesomeness. Y'all have been hearing them referring to go watch the channel. What they're talking about is their channel, Lewis Family channel that's on YouTube. And I have watched a couple of the episodes, and y'all would definitely get a lot of the Lord in them and a lot of straightening in them, and you would definitely get a lot of tips and tricks about business and relationships
That's
and
right.
children in their channel. But I'm gonna just point out a couple of that I actually watched and liked very much.
Lord.
The one that I saw was, I think it was the last one. It was Business and Marriage Partners.
Okay.
Partner. And y'all talked about counting costs.
Ooh.
Yeah, counting costs in business.
I think you coming on that one too.
I did. Yeah, I did. Because I be counting them costs. That day, look here. Good God, yes. So before y'all became full-time entrepreneurs, how did y'all manage your faith versus your counting the costs?
that's good.
Ooh. Go ahead. And
That's so good, and that will always be a testimony of ours. How you got to count the cost, but at the end of the day, God calls us to move by faith.
Yeah.
And that's what we have done since day one. Our bank account didn't look like it, but we still moved. I mean, honestly, and God always provided.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Definitely.
He did every
Yeah.
time. Because I think that's the place where God wants us to be, where we don't know. That's where he can work. Because if we got it all figured out, what we need him for.
That's right. That's true.
So we always took that leap of faith.
Yeah.
And so that was, our story.
Yeah.
yeah. And most of the time, she's the one that's like moving. I'm the one that's counting the costs. So like before I even do something, I'm just thinking about, okay, what if something happened? What if something goes wrong? All right. Then once I count the cost, I'll then make the decision like, okay, I'm gonna trust God. Like if this stuff happened, I'm just gonna trust him.
That's right.
Because working like a job, I said working in like a 9-to-5 job, like that job could just end too, right? That job could just go away too.
Jay got laid off Friday. Jay got laid off Friday, y'all. For real. Darryl said he just spoke to me. Lord, he just spoke to me. Go ahead, Darryl. Go ahead, Darryl. I'm sorry.
But honestly, like, just like the business don't go well, the job you can get cut off like that, and plus they don't most of the time they don't really care about you. They just see you as a worker.
Them folks slid me a piece of paper like that, y'all. Them folks slid me a piece of paper, say, we going to reduction in workforce, and we're going to have to let you go. And I'm like, what you mean? I had Jay got there, y'all. Jay got there. So yeah, you definitely right about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You know, so no matter where you at, no matter what situation you're in, either if you in like the 9-to-5 workforce and trying to make your way up, like no matter what it is, like you still have to count the cost. Like, okay,
Yeah.
what if I get fired tomorrow? I'm still gonna believe and trust God as far as like working this job. So no
Yeah.
matter what it is, like you have to trust God. Like you have to just trust Him, and that's what we did. And you know, He never failed us. Like
Never.
anything that we did, even when we was living in our apartment, before we moved into our apartment, we ain't had no money, right?
We're both college students.
I think
Fresh
I was-
out of college.
The broken
I think
time of
I-
your life.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I'm making like 150
A week.
a week.
Sad.
I'm telling you.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like I mean, we really was living that life where we were living paycheck to paycheck, and it's so stressful. It's so frustrating, you know. And we just knew it was a better way.
Yeah.
And there wasn't the better way. Wasn't the hustle, bustle, the grind. We didn't want to do that.
Me neither. Me
You know,
neither.
so we had no choice but to depend on the word. It was there.
Yeah.
You know, it was up to us to pick it up and believe it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I was working 150. I was making $150 like a week, but I knew what I wanted to do.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just gonna stick with this and continue to move forward. And I started elevating. Like we started elevating. Next thing, like we knew what we desired.
Yeah.
Like whatever we desire to have, we can have it.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that it's gonna physically. That don't mean it's gonna happen like right then.
Right.
Right. So like faith is the substance of things that hope for and the evidence of things not seen. So like even if you don't see it, like you gotta know that it's already done
It's already done. Yeah.
in order for it to manifest.
Right,
That's
and
true.
and then you have to learn from every season too, because when we were in that season where we felt like we were broke, God was moving on our behalf. That didn't mean for us to go look for another job hopping, see who was gonna pay me more. We were patient in those seasons to see where God wanted to take us next, and that's the thing about it. Like your job or whoever's working 9 to 5, like just being patient, learning from the season that you're in.
Yeah.
You know, you just got laid off. God, what could I be doing in this season?
Yeah.
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 And this when the mind gonna open up, like for real. Like it's all about the mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the mind can really like break you down.
Yes.
The mind can like tear you apart.
Yeah.
Or it can lift you up.
Yeah.
But if you have control over your mind,
That's right.
I mean, you can conquer whatever you want to conquer.
That's
right?
right.
That's
so,
right.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah. Okay. So the second one that I actually watched was the Preparing for Marriage episode. That was pretty much talking about, speaking things to existence. I am a
That's
husband.
right.
I am a wife.
Yeah.
Like, how did y'all know individually that you were husband and wife material? They'll chuckle.
Yeah, that was
funny.
where for me. I knew I had the desire to be married, a wife, you know, and so I attended marriage conferences as a single woman. I think before I met DJ, I might have attended 2 or 3 of them to prepare
Yeah.
to be a wife.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we don't prepare to be something. We just jump in it
Yeah.
and think we're just gonna be.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Some cases you could.
Yeah.
But a lot of cases, you got to prepare for that thing, you know, put on that mindset, you know, and learn what it is or what it looks like to be a wife. Because a lot of us didn't have that positive role model in
Right.
the home,
Right.
you know, and we definitely don't get it from TV now,
Definitely don't.
you know. So you want to know, what does that look like, you know? And so I prepared during those seasons of attending those marriage conferences, probably the only single one in there sometimes, but I learned so much.
Yeah.
I learned so much. I learned what does a husband look like?
Yeah.
Is he just a provider?
Yeah.
Is he just this or is he just that? You know? So when I seen or met DJ, I mean, I believe in love at first sight.
Oh.
Because I knew what a husband looked like.
so sweet.
I had other dudes trying to talk to me, and it was instantly no.
Yeah.
But when he came, it was just like a little.
Like the gates of hell had to.
I'm serious.
Baby, she said, "Hem up." That man came her way. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, honey.
Yes, I'm serious because I knew what he looked like. You know, and I took a season of my single season, almost a year. First of all, to figure out like who I was. Who am I? What do Shalisha like? You know, what could I give as a wife? You know, and so yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Your turn, Darren.
For me, I don't even know if I was like preparing or knew what a wife. Well, as far as me, I'm talking about a husband. I didn't know if I was really like preparing myself to be a husband. I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
But like, I guess I knew by watching my dad what it looked like, and I knew what I wanted from like just seeing them or whatever, seeing them and seeing like my uncles, different people like that, and like when I seen her, I knew she was like right wife material. Wow. Like some reason I knew, right? It had to be the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. I just smelt it on.
Yeah.
God Almighty.
So that's something that I have to think about on my off time. Like, okay, how did I actually know that I was walking in the preparedness of being a husband? That's good. That's a good question.
Yeah, I do what I can. I do what I can do when I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So the next one that I actually watched was I Got Fired.
Oh.
And yeah. So how did y'all know that? Like, who quit the job first? That's what I want to say. Who quit first?
I quit first.
Yeah.
She quit. Okay, she quit first.
I
How
did.
did y'all know? Like, okay, so when you quit, Darren, you still working, right?
Yeah.
So how did you know that? Okay, now Talisha done quit. I done got to where I need to be. We both can quit now.
It wasn't none of that.
They were not.
Really?
No. You know when you got when babies birds are born and the mama push them out to teach them how to fly. God pushed, and we had to fly.
And the Lord will push you.
I'm telling you, because the thing about though, when I quit when I got pregnant with my second child, and she was born in 2018. Eden.
Yeah.
She was born in 2018, and I told DJ that I don't want to go. I working at Ingles.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to work.
I know that's right.
And he said, I'm fine with it, as long as you push your photography business. And I said, okay. And we didn't struggle. That's the crazy thing about it.
Me saying that don't mean that we had money. You get what I'm
We
saying?
did.
I wasn't saying that based upon, okay, I got money and I can take care
No,
of it.
Right.
sir.
Right.
So I was like, push that business. Like,
Yeah.
I believe more.
Yeah.
Because, I want something that can last.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and so she'll be 5 Tuesday. So I haven't worked a 9-to-5 job in 5 years.
That's amazing.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
And I have to keep giving credit to God because we did not struggle. We didn't have to go take no loan out. God has just been so gracious to us. You know what I mean? And then so I remember when DJ was so frustrated with his job and he called me one day. He was like, I'm about to quit. I said, come home.
That's right.
Come home.
That's right.
If you feel like that, if you're frustrated, come home. And so he ended up talking to his boss at the time, and he worked out a little thing. Well, you stay 6 months, and then da. And so after that 6 months, that was it.
Yeah, I mean that was a good story. Like what happened, I don't even know if you watched the whole thing, but it was good how it happened because like during the time, even before me leaving and the 6 months starting, like I think I had the upper hand because I gave first.
Yeah,
like,
you did.
I put somebody in front of me
Right.
before I put myself.
Yeah.
And I believe because of that, like, God, like, he just opened up so much. I didn't realize 6 months was over. Like, once I guess they were counting in their head, like, okay, this is 6 months, 6 months. During those 6 months, like, people started, like, contacting us.
Yeah.
Like, I met a lot of people, even through, like, one of the people that I was working with, like, she helped me a lot. Like, just a whole bunch of things happened. Melissa, she looked out for us. Like, God was using different people to just put us in different areas. And next thing you know, they was like, okay, it's time for you to go. And I was like, okay, but I don't got no computer. Like, I don't got no computer to work on.
Nothing to work with.
I don't got nothing. All of this I already had, but I didn't have no computer.
Right.
So I was like, okay, one thing, can I have that computer right there? So it's the one that you see over there.
Okay.
With the DL on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
So I was like, can I at least have that? And they was like, I'll tell you what, you have to leave now, and you're not gonna get no type of unemployment. And I was like,
And you didn't get your last check.
I didn't get
It
my
was,
last
you
check.
if you take the computer, you don't get your and that's the thing. That's how you know you're following your dream and your
Yeah.
passion, because you like, I'll take that.
I was
Okay.
like, okay, because I knew I could make money with it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so man, after that, we got it.
Mm-hmm.
A few months later, we got one of our highest paying clients.
Yeah, like it was, like the contract that we got, it was really good. Like that, and then we got another one.
I mean, the doors just were opening
Just
up. for
swinging
us.
over.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
just
yeah.
swing-
Couldn't keep them on the hinge.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Man.
So, and I mean, since we're on this podcast,
Yeah.
and since we've been real,
Definitely.
like within like 6-7 months, we made over 6 figures.
Ooh, I
yeah.
know it.
And that we
That's a
never
blessing.
made that working.
That's a
anywhere
blessing.
So
else.
this,
Yes.
we only saying, I mean, we're not saying that to boast.
Right.
Like, I promise we're not.
Right.
We're saying that because, like, we trying to show y'all, like, God will open, like, a lot of doors for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Just like he did with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, we only said that because we on your podcast.
That's right. That's right. But that's what this about, though. That's what this is about. This is about me bringing y'all. And I love y'all, black people. Y'all power to the people. That's about me bringing people like Celicia and Daryl and Francesco, people that's working full time for themselves. That's what this is about. To let people know, look, yeah, you can do it too. Like, we can
That's
start this thing
right.
off.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Here goes some examples right here.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
tangible for
Yeah.
everybody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we made that 6 month, we made more than what we did, like, in 8 years.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
You know, so,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
It
yeah,
is.
definitely. Okay, awesomeness, man. I love that. Good God Almighty, amen. All right, so then I think I came into one. I thought no. I'm sorry. Let me go back. That was y'all said something to the effect of peace in transition. That was that same vlog I think I
Okay.
watched. You was talking
Okay.
about peace in transition. So do you believe like you getting fired from the job was like more or less even more confirmation for you to just go ahead and be like, you know what, let's go ahead and get this thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was confirmation. And what came with the confirmation, like you said, was peace. Because I had peace with the boss. I had peace with, like, everybody around me.
Yeah.
Like, they were for me.
Yeah.
And even though they could have been enemies, they still were for me.
That's right.
That's
right.
That's good right there.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But, like, I had peace. Even with the other job before then, like, I was working in the transit department. Like, they had a going away party
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Like, that was peace. Like, so I definitely believe, like, anything that we do and God is for, like, it's going to be peace.
Peace and
Yeah.
transition.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
not going to be,
Yeah.
like, no wild thing. Like, you finna go to, like, you finna argue with the boss or anything like
Somebody
that.
finna
Like,
get the fighting.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, just be cool.
Yeah.
Be calm.
Yeah.
Believe.
Yeah.
You know, that's all it takes.
Yeah, and even when DJ got fired, I didn't feel worried. Like, I had so much peace. I was actually excited
I know that's right.
because a lot of times I feel like if God don't move us, we're not gonna move.
That's true.
And we'll deal with whatever we're handed, at our previous job.
That's true.
So I felt like that was a push that we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, God do got a way of pushing people, out of your comfort zone,
Yeah,
out of your complacement sometimes.
That's right.
And I think that's the wonderful thing. I got pushed plenty of time.
Yeah.
I got pushed Friday. Okay. It's okay. It's
Nah,
okay.
that's good because I think, like, I was looking at your channel. I was like, you got 551 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you halfway there.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been
Like-
working.
Like,
Yeah.
I've been working.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, if you off your job, I mean, you might get another job, I don't know. But this is time to start going.
Yeah.
Because once you get out everything up, you can make money
Yeah.
while you sleep.
Yeah. But you know what though? I love this. Don't get me wrong. I love this. This is my baby. But children is my real passion. I went
Okay.
to school to be a teacher. I just
Okay.
didn't finish. But I still love children, and I lived in Athens. I did home daycare for about a year. I've seen like so many girls on Facebook, and this off the paper a little bit, y'all. But I've seen so many single parents on Facebook, and even married couples. It's like, we can't find no babysitter. All the daycares are closed. I've been praying about that thing, though. What you want me to do?
Right.
Now that I got laid off, what you want me to do?
That's right.
So
Yeah.
I'm waiting to hear from you.
Just wait.
I'm waiting to hear from
Yes.
you. Yeah, definitely.
And doors are open.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So, Lewis Media Sports. Now, that's your baby, right?
That's yeah. It's both of them. Yeah.
Okay. So, what services do you provide with that, or like what was the main besides sports? Like, what was the main focus for you to do the Lewis Media Sports?
So, I played football in college. She played basketball as well, and I hate to say it, but like people in this area, the North is already good. The city is already good, but people in this area don't show the kids like far as like college scouts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to provide like a gateway where the kids can actually get publicity, right? But also I wanted to build like a YouTube channel. Because I talked about the good thing.
Right.
Now I'm gonna talk about my thing.
That's right.
So I wanted to find a way that I can make multiple streams of income, because if you get a lot of watch hours
And 1,000
and
subscribers.
1,000 subscribers,
YouTube pay you.
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I love sports.
Yeah.
I have a passion as far as like getting the kids publicity, and I work out with kids too. So I was like, this a easy thing for me to do. So I'm gonna try to find another way to bring in multiple streams of income, because if something goes wrong, like all my life while working, God been showing me you can't just rely on one thing.
Cannot do it.
Can't
do it.
You can't. I mean, because next thing you know, it's just boom.
They'll
like,
lay y'all.
Yeah.
They would lay you out.
Yeah. So that's when like the mindset really come in. Like you gotta have multiple streams of income. Not saying that like I'm thinking about like I want to do something within like what I do, right?
Right.
So it's not like, okay, I do videos, but also I cut grass, or also like I'm thinking about multiple streams of income and like the talent of what I have.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, that's a really good thing that I want to do. And Shalisha, she do photography sports as well. But also, I don't even know if you know this, but we do weddings.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff that we do, some of it don't show our face.
Yeah.
But like our wedding YouTube channel have like over 500, 600. So we trying to find ways to bring in multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
And it's called Forever Vows.
Yeah.
So we got Forever Vows, we got Lewis Media, which is the marketing content as far as like helping other business. And then we got Lewis Media Sports, which focuses on sports. Then she have her photography, which is SL Photography. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I went everywhere, but
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Cause we here. You know what I'm saying? We here. Salisha, since we went to talking about all of y'all's media channels and things like that, we previously was talking before we start going live about when you was doing the thing with the ladies. Are you planning to pick that back up? Cause there's some good stuff on there.
It is.
man, you coming over with some good
Hey, look
fun.
here. I don't play no game, baby. I don't play no game.
And I think I'm not gonna say. I believe I am. I believe I am. I just have to wait on that that season to open up for me. Right now we got a lot going on.
That's right.
And so as you know, podcast takes a little time. But I think I am, and I would invite women on and talk about women things.
Yeah. And I think somebody said something. They said, "What would you say is the biggest thing holding people back from having their jobs to pursue their dream?" Can you answer that?
I would say finances myself. A lot of people, cause I'm just be honest. I'm in that situation where Salisha talked about pinching, and baby, I pinch the skin off things. I'm still trying to help folk, but trying to fund your own business out your own pocket,
Yep.
being a single parent, paying most majority of the bills, all your bills by yourself, you got to find the money to put towards this, put toward that, put toward this, so you can keep moving. And it's difficult, you know what I'm saying, especially when you by yourself.
Right.
But, like I said, faith in God, He'll open up doors that you didn't think would even open for you.
That's right.
But I think finances are people's main issue why they stick to a job.
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with it either, because we need money to take care of the light bills and everything like that.
Definitely,
Like
definitely.
God would cause men to give them to your bosom. You know what I'm saying? So He used a lot of resources. He used a lot of sources to get money your way.
That's right.
If you believe so. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Celicia Lewis, photography. What services do you offer with your photography? Do you do a lot of photographers do like the family photos, and of course, I know you said you do weddings. Do you do birthday parties and different events?
I do, but my passion is branding, branding photos, or people like yourself. I'll come in and do the headshots, the behind the scenes, and little lifestyle photos for you to put on your website, business card. Like that's what I really have the passion for.
Yeah.
I love them all now. Don't get me wrong. I love the families. I love the sports.
Right.
But branding is like my top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. All right. So y'all also talked about where y'all were. You talked about how you had to try to balance being a husband or a husband in partnership and being a dad and you being a mom and stuff like that. Like how besides faith.
Okay.
What is one thing else, something else, or one thing that y'all also use to help you to keep that balance between y'all?
Support system. Oh my gosh. We have the best support system.
Awesome.
My mom and her husband, his mom and dad, my dad and his wife, just our family, they are so for us.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little emotional.
And that's all right. That's all right. Cause I feel the Lord up in here something. I ain't start having chills since I said that.
Ooh, they are so for us, and we never had to really struggle when it come down to our kids as far as somebody keeping them, like last minute stuff.
Yeah.
They are all willing to change their plans to accommodate us. I mean, they are such a blessing. Like that. I mean, hats off to them. They always have been.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So, like, speaking of that, like, community is very big. Like, I don't know, like, even us being together, that's community.
Yeah.
And that would help us, like, grow dramatically. So, like, being around a good community as far as, like, having that right mindset.
Like-minded people.
Like-minded people will help you achieve a lot of stuff in life, too. So we sometimes forget about community.
Yeah.
Like, community
That's right.
is so big, and, like, now in this world, they're coming up with, like, AI, like the technology, computers doing stuff for you.
Yeah.
But honestly, even though it's still doing that, I would still love community.
Yeah.
Because I got somebody, like, even when we were working in here, okay, I'm working, she's working, Sean working. Like, okay, we still sometimes stop what we're doing and just talk about okay, what we desire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, community is, like, very big.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. I agree.
You know, so I just wanted to add that to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Interpersonal relationships are very important. I think so too. 'Cause like you said, with all this technology and stuff going on, people are becoming to the point where they don't want to actually have conversation.
Right.
And I think that's weird. But it is what it is. That's the day and time we live.
Yep.
But it's very important to have relationships and with other people and be able to, like you said, like-minded people, be around people that doing what you doing or even doing better than you.
That's
so
right.
I think that is definitely a
now
great
that
thing.
has helped us a lot.
Yes.
We have been in a room with millionaires, and just the way they think about stuff, it has changed us and shaped and molded us so much because they just ain't different. They just move different.
Yeah. The stuff we stress about, they probably be like, right. We get there one day, Lord. You go push me, Lord.
They started where we started. Where we all started.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
they all got a story too.
Yeah, they all got a story. So, but they all, how did they start thinking that way?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it had to be like these type of seasons. You know what I'm saying? In order for you, like you lost your job. now you got an opportunity for your mind to just expand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't take that opportunity to do that, then you lose on that opportunity to grow. So, like, I think millionaires and billionaires, like, they
Take advantage of those
every
opportunities.
opportunity
Yes,
that
they do.
can take.
Mhm.
You know, so that's just something that's my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. So how do y'all feel about? Well, I don't know if y'all know or not, but these days, there's a battle between men and women. Who's gender role? Who's bringing what to the table and this, that, and the fourth? Like, it's finances and stuff like that. How y'all? What do y'all think about that? People battling.
I'll let you. I think every relationship is different.
Yeah.
Every relationship is different.
Mm-hmm.
In our households, there's no rule.
Right.
You know, if I can do it, I'll do it. If he
That's
can do
right.
it, he'll do it. But it's one thing that I'm used to it now. But like paying bills,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never been. I'm just 33 years old. And
Right.
I'm talking like I just had all the relationships, but I haven't. Like I don't have to take care of bills. I
Yeah.
don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a blessing.
Yes.
You know, that he takes on that position with pride.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so we don't do the 50-50. It's 100-100. If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't.
That's right.
You know, and respecting those boundaries
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
You know, and not that we're perfect.
Right. Right.
We have our times. We argue,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But it's about coming back together and communicating.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what happened, what made you mad, or just coming back together.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Friendships, marriages, any kind of ship.
Yeah.
It's about communication.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Like for me, I chose to take that responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
and like this my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And we sometimes say that, okay, a man's supposed to do this,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, what if she start making a whole bunch of money? Then I'll make.
Right.
You know, what's
Right.
going to happen then? Will I feel less than a man?
Right.
No,
right.
I'm supposed to feel less
That's
than
right.
a man, right?
That's right.
And if she do, then
Well, we don't have
You know,
that.
high five.
We don't have those
you
seasons
know, we
anyway.
had
Yeah.
those seasons.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
making more than me.
Yeah.
But I still had that mindset. Okay, I'm still a man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna do what I'm supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think we get confused about what is a man
Mm-hmm.
and what is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No, we let society give us a definition
That's what
of
it
it.
is.
Yeah.
And it's all wrong.
Yeah.
It's all wrong.
Definitely
Yeah.
wrong. Definitely
So-
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. I like that. I like that whole. I like all them answers. That was great. Y'all heard what they said. Got to pick it up, baby. That's all. Got to be a man, no matter what. Got to be a woman.
That's
what's up.
right.
I love it. Love it. Yes, sir. All right. So, how important is it to have God at the center of your relationship, your marriage, family, and business?
That's good.
That's the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, then you don't shaking ground. It's unpredictable. You know what I mean? It's conditional.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and with God being our foundation, we know we always have a solid foundation that we can depend on.
Yeah.
Even when we feel like we can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, even when we fall.
Yeah.
You know, we have had those seasons where I took a whole year off of photography. I just the pandemic started. It was a lot on me. I was pregnant.
Yeah. Oh,
And
man.
I was just like, God, I need to, you know, I had him to fall back on. And in that season was the best season. I'm so grateful for taking that year off. I'm so grateful my husband allowed me to take that year off because I got a fresh start. I got a fresh word really from God, you know, to figure out was that really my passion. So when man don't have the answer, God do.
You do.
He always
Definitely
do.
Definitely do.
You know, so having him as a foundation, having him as our father, our leader, the head of our household, it's a win.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say that because God is the center of our marriage. Like that don't mean like let's say somebody else don't have God as a center,
Right.
right? they still can become rich.
Yeah.
They
That's
still
it.
can become
They do.
wealthy.
Yeah.
They do.
Still can, have a good marriage. They still can do all of that, right?
Mhm.
So I don't want people to get a misunderstanding, like, okay, without, you can be rich,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But like for us,
So many more
we
benefits.
got so much benefit, like peace, like
Mhm.
Joy.
our marriage
Yes.
is like so much, like just better.
Yeah.
Like before I do anything, before she do anything, like for us, me, I just get up and I pray and I read and I just spend time alone, like, and because of that, my whole day is better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I meditate. Like a lot of people meditate and everything like that,
Mhm.
but actually meditation actually came from God first.
Mhm.
Because in the Word, He talk about meditating
Yeah.
on the Word
Day and
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So God is the beginning of everything.
Mhm.
So a lot of people talk about meditation as a bad thing. No,
Mm-mm.
God, He talk about meditation.
That's right.
So that's the first. I meditate in God's Word and everything like that, and my whole day is just boom. And because of that, I'm a better husband.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a better father.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when I'm down on myself, or even when she said, "Hey, you're not doing anything right," like
I don't say it like that. You just
you know what I'm saying?
Get him, Felicia.
that's an example.
That
Right.
That's how I hear.
Yeah.
That's how I hear.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I then go alone. Like I'll write on my. I got like a little note. What is it called? Like a.
A journal. baby.
Yeah. Little journal.
I got a little journal and I talk about that stuff.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, God, what I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And then He helped me become better.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's
so,
right.
Dang, like I'm going everywhere.
No, you good. You good. You good. You good. That is cool. I love it. Y'all talked about communication. Communication is such a small word with a big meaning.
That's right.
Like I said, any type of ships you have, you got to be able to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to talk to each other, and it's vital. Like it's a vital situation.
Right.
It can communication can prevent a lot of issues.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us, even me, sometimes I have I've become a better communicator, but I've had my problems with just getting mad about something, just shut down, don't say that to nobody.
Yep.
And I'm still working on that. God's still working on me with that. But I definitely think that, and you guys are definitely right. Communication is definitely something that everybody has to have in order to keep their ships
Yeah.
together. And
In
come
order to have a
together.
successful business, you gotta be good with communicating. Like, no matter what you do in life, like you have to communicate. Like communication is like really the key
Yeah.
to having a successful life.
That's
you
right.
know? So
That's right. Awesomeness. Okay. So what else can we expect in the future from Lewis Media as a brand?
oh.
That was a good
All
question.
right. So before we go on, like our actual name is versus when we was in a shower actually. We was in a shower. You was in the shower and I was in the bathroom and we was talking about the name.
My mama watching, I believe it. I just joke.
Look, I'm just sitting here like,
But like I remember that we was in the apartment and we was like, okay,
Talking about names.
what's the name? And the first name we came up with was
Versatile Impact.
Because we wanted to impact lives
And we
and we
want-
wanted to be versatile in like what we do.
right.
So that's our LLC name. So like with that being said, like we're still gonna be doing what we do, but I feel like just like you talked about her, is she's gonna continue
The women.
the women thing. Like I definitely believe like we're gonna increase more in that area.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
impacting lives in that area while we do videos
Yeah.
and photos
Yeah.
and help different business
Yeah.
do what they do.
Yeah.
But that's what I see. What about you?
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree because Versatile Impact is the baby. Lewis Media was birthed from Versatile Impact. You know, Lewis Media Sports and SF, all that came from Versatile Impact.
Yeah.
So I agree with impacting lives, with doing the women's podcast and expanding and that you possibly doing a men's podcast, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not only that, but like our main vision now is to like hire different people as far as doing like videos and website design and
Yep.
photography, because most of the time in this area, like people work in like the plant jars and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but we never see people actually having jobs and full-time jobs and doing videos.
Yeah,
website design.
yeah.
So we want to like create something like that.
So
in
people
this
can,
area.
yes,
So people can actually
provide jobs,
go
right?
to work doing videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And that too, because we have got where we need more hands. We need more hands. If we can be working more and somebody doing behind the scenes, editing videos, editing photos, then I feel like we could expand at a much faster rate.
Yeah,
So that's the
definitely.
vision. That's the vision, is to help different videographers and photographers. Because some people might not want to actually take on the full role of being like a full business owner. Right? So they might want to just work under somebody, whatever, and they might want to have their own thing as a, doing photography or whatever, which they still can do.
Yeah.
But we are providing like a way for them to make like really good income.
Yeah.
And still kind of do some stuff on the side.
That's
they wanna
right.
do.
That's right.
So yeah,
That's right.
So.
I love that, man. Y'all see these some beautiful black people. Y'all don't know these black folk. Alicia Lewis, Darren Lewis, y'all need to go check their channels out, man, because these some beautiful black people. I love it, man. Had me crying up in here. Good God Almighty. All right, so we coming down to a close, y'all. Is there anything else that y'all would like to add before we close this thing out?
I feel like we touched on everything. Really, you had some really great questions.
I do what I can.
They were really good.
So I guess my question for you is like, how did you like get started with because you got your own don't you make something?
I make a head soap oil.
So I've been watching too.
You do?
All right,
I
so like how did you get started?
Woo, Lord. So y'all kind of know the story already because I kind of did some couple like last year, but I'm gonna give you a little rundown. So I was working for Purina, right here in Hartwell. Could never take anything from them. Pretty decent company, make good money, but I've always felt like I'm supposed to be a boss. I'm supposed to be an entrepreneur. It's in me. My mom, my dad, my grandmama used to have a flea market back in the day. I just feel like it's instilled in me. My sister cut hair. I got another sister that used to do hair. Well, she still do hair from time to time when she can. I just feel like it's always been in me. So I was on that job, y'all, and I tell y'all, it had got to the point where I was miserable. And I don't know if it was because, actually it was because I was working so much overtime. I was missing out on my daughter's life. My parents had to pretty much raise my kid for me. And I was tired. Like, I was just tired. So to keep myself from blowing up, I would take a notebook to work with me every night because I could sit down. I would take it to work with me every night, and I would just write down this podcast. I probably came up with about 5 different business ventures sitting right there in that plant.
Wow.
And this was the baby. Like, this was what I really just was like, yeah. And I ran it by a few people. They were like, girl, that's you. That's you all day long. And y'all, honestly, it's not about no money. If I don't ever make a dime off of this, I'm still going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to put our people in the forefront to let other black folk know as inspiration. Hey, these people do this. You can get with them. I got somebody that do T-shirts. I got somebody that can put a venue together. I got somebody that can decorate. I know people that can do these things. You know what I'm saying? And I like to be that type of person that can put people out there because I feel like ain't nobody doing that around here.
Right.
Ain't nobody out here trying to promote black folk. You know, ain't nobody out here trying to say, hey, come on here and let's talk about your passion, what you like to do. I love to hear that because I see this twinkle in people's eyes when they talk about what they love.
Yep.
And I love to see that expression on their face when they get to talking. They'll get with me and they'll be sitting there, be like, I'm nervous. I'll be like, yeah, you nervous right now, but when you get to talking, you forget that camera on. You ain't gonna be nervous no more.
Right.
Oh man, it's over with already. Yes. You got to go home. But yeah, man, just like you said, God, he got a way of pushing you out of your comfort zone. I hadn't got comfortable, complacent, miserable, but the money was coming in, or the money that I needed to come in, I was able to buy things that I needed as far as getting this thing going. And actually, when I got fired from the job, y'all, I got so down on myself and I felt like I was down on my luck. I had all my equipment in my closet, and I would lay in the bed for days, just like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Praying, God, please help me. What am I gonna do? And I don't know where the voice came from. I don't know, y'all. I don't know where the voice came from. Some said, what you need to do is get up and get in front of that camera. And I looked around the room because my daughter was at school. Like, what? Who in the world? And I was like, man, he ain't doing that junk for real. I don't even know why I told these folk I put this out here, I'm gonna do a podcast. I don't even know why I told these folk that. And before it came again, oh, so you ain't gonna move? I was like, yeah, I'm going ahead and get up. So I got on up and jumped in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Just practiced it a little bit, and here we are, 73 podcasts later.
That's awesome. That's so good.
So
Yeah.
so basically, you are like a connector.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
connect people.
Mm-hmm. On the plug.
Yeah, for real.
On the
Yeah.
plug.
Yes.
Yeah.
That should be
Yes.
your sub
Definitely.
name.
I know, right? The plug, right?
That's
Yes,
dope.
For real,
That's dope.
because a lot of people have certain gifts,
Mm-hmm.
and being a connector is a really good like gift
Mm-hmm.
because you can connect people,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I know you said it's not about the money and everything like that, but people pay
Yes, they do.
people
Yes.
to connect them with the right. We are paying somebody to connect us with the right people to work.
Yes.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we're paying somebody.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, like, for you to be the connector, that's big.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And what you're doing with the YouTube and everything like that, like, I can see you connecting people all around the world.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
That's
people-
the thing.
Yeah,
That's the
people
thing.
might actually pay you just to get on your podcast.
Yep.
That's where we try to go, Daryl. That's where we try to go right there.
Yes.
That's it. That's it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you are the plug.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's exactly what I'm trying to go with that. Radio, TV. I got a big mouth, so I will use it for something other than talking
Yes.
junk. Yes, I appreciate that though. I appreciate that. Y'all are some wonderful, wonderful people. I really appreciate y'all for even letting me come here and be, amongst you guys in your beautiful studio. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I've been excited, y'all. I tell laying in the bed like Norbert. Y'all know when he if y'all ever seen Norbert, he would lay in the bed with Respucia. He was talking about Tuesday.
Yeah.
The how was Sunday. Definitely.
Man,
Okay.
we appreciate you though for just inviting us on. Mm-hmm. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm glad we
Yeah.
was on because
Yeah.
I was waiting for my turn.
Yeah. I've kind of felt that.
I was waiting. I was like, okay, she gonna.
Yeah. And I seen y'all through my cousin Chesco, Paragon Productions.
Yeah.
He already, me and him talked a little bit after the podcast, and he was like, yeah, you might want to reach out to Darren Salisha. But I was like, okay. And I do remember you. I think I inboxed you about some pictures, and I wanted to do it, but I was just like, ooh, packed a little thin right now. So I better go back a little bit. And there was that picture came in it.
Hey.
But so yeah, I ended up talking to him, and he was just like, yeah, Daryl Lewis and his wife, they do kind of the same thing I do, but they do a little bit more, and you should reach out to them. At the time, I had already been, when I tell y'all, people was coming right and left tearing my inbox down trying to just get on here. And I'm like, wow, okay,
Yeah.
So I got to y'all, and I was just like, yeah, I definitely got to get them on my show. Definitely.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Y'all want to give some shout outs?
Oh, I do first want to thank God. Shout out to God. I think we pretty much have like our parents. To all the people who's ever supported us.
Yeah.
Man, check out our brother Trey Gaines with his clothing line. Seek God.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Order you some shirts. We also got Tan in Paris.
Yeah.
With, what is it called? The Arm of God.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, check out them. They got some t-shirts though. Pretty dope too.
Shout out to Chesco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
That's
yeah,
my guy.
appreciate
Like,
you,
me and him grew
Chesco.
up together.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, shout out to him for actually putting the word in.
Mm-hmm.
And our family.
And our pastor, our church, True Agape Christian Center, Bishop Clifford Kraft,
Yeah. And shout
our
out
church
to you.
home.
Thank you.
Yes.
The plug.
The plug.
That's
The
that's
plug.
name.
Man, really, man, we see this going so far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate
we
that.
really
I appreciate
do.
that. I really do. Well, y'all know what time it is, man. We finna go ahead and let these good black people go on back to their children.
One more thing.
Okay.
Like, can you say your first line again?
What first line? When I come on?
Yeah, because you did.
Oh,
you,
She did do it.
I did.
No, you did.
Yes, she
I
did.
did
She did the censored.
Yeah, I did
What?
the censored version.
Do the full version. Go ahead.
I ain't done yet.
Okay.
I do it at the end.
Okay.
The uncensored version?
Yeah,
No, we're not
yeah.
doing the uncensored version. Okay. All right. So, social media and booking, just in case anybody want to take some pictures. Anybody need some video done for they up and coming business they got going on. How can they reach out?
Right.
Lewis Media. Facebook, Lewis Media, Instagram, we are Lewis Media.
And LewisMediaStudios.com.
Yeah, and if you want to go to our website to actually check out like everything we offer, go to LewisMediaStudio.com. And God, dog, I'm trying to do multiple things. I'm trying to flip this thing, but yeah. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. All right. Once again, guys, thank y'all so much for allowing me to come into y'all space. Thank y'all so much just for your hospitality and sitting with me. I really appreciate y'all taking time out y'all beautiful Sunday to sit with me. Y'all have tuned into the greatest, another episode of the Blackout Podcast. It's your Hickey, the host with the Mickey most, Black Fire. And y'all already know the motto, man. If you ain't about the Blackout Podcast now, you know the rest. Peace.